A study released in September by the Pew Research Center points out that religious restrictions toward all faith groups are on the rise. Dwayne Leslie reports.
According to a recently released study, threats to religious liberty around the world has significantly increased of late, as more countries impose severe restrictions on religion, while harassment and intimidation of religious groups has surged. The annual survey by the Pew Forum on Religion and Public Life found that the percentage of the world's population that was affected by restrictions on religion increased to 75%, up from 70% from the previous year. The net effect of this increase is that there are hundreds of millions of people who are now living under restrictive conditions who weren't living under these conditions the year before. The study specifically highlighted recent trends, such as actions by governments to ban particular faiths or prohibiting conversions, mob violence against religious groups, or harassment over religious garb. Government restrictions on religion and hostility involving it were highest in the Middle East and North Africa, most notably in Egypt, but the reported data did not include the Arab Spring uprising that dramatically impacted the region. It'll be very interesting to see just how religion will fare as various factions continue to fight for power and influence in many of these countries. Though the United States was recognized as one of the countries with the lowest levels of religious restrictions and hostility, the Pew researchers noted that acts of religious terrorism, like the Fort Hood, Texas shooting rampage that left over 13 dead, as key factors in the increase in the nation's increased social hostilities index. My department will continue to monitor international religious freedom issues and will bring you additional reports from time to time. So I ask you to please continue to pray for our persecuted brothers and sisters across the globe.